Ali Baba and 40 Thieves. Once upon a time, in the bustling city of Baghdad, there lived two brothers, Ali Baba and Qasim. While Qasim was wealthy and lived in luxury, Ali Baba was poor and worked hard every day to provide for his family. One day, as Ali Baba ventured into the forest to gather firewood, he heard the distant sound of galloping horses. Fearing danger, he quickly climbed a tall tree and hid among the leaves. Soon, a band of 40 thieves arrived, stopping in front of a large rock. Their leader stepped forward and, in a commanding voice, said, "Open sesame!" To Ali Baba's astonishment, the rock magically split apart, revealing the entrance to a hidden cave. The thieves entered one by one, carrying heavy sacks. After some time, they emerged, and their leader once again stood before the cave. "Close, sesame," he declared, and the rock sealed shut. The thieves mounted their horses and rode away. Once the thieves were out of sight, Ali Baba climbed down and cautiously approached the rock. Remembering the words, he whispered, "Open, sesame!" The cave door obeyed, revealing an incredible treasure inside. Golden coins, sparkling jewels, and countless riches piled high. His heart pounded with excitement. He quickly filled his bags with as much gold and silver as he could carry and hurried home. When Ali Baba's wife saw the treasure, she was overjoyed. She insisted they measure the gold to know just how rich they had become. She borrowed a scale from Qasim's wife, who, curious about what the poor couple could possibly need to measure, secretly smeared wax on the bottom of the scale before handing it over. After measuring the gold, Ali Baba's wife returned the scale. When Qasim's wife inspected it, she gasped. Stuck to the wax was a small gold coin. Realizing Ali Baba had discovered great wealth, she immediately told Qasim. Driven by greed, Qasim rushed to his brother's house and demanded to know where he had found such riches. Unable to hide the truth, Ali Baba reluctantly told him about the secret cave, but warned him to be cautious. Ignoring his brother's warning, Qasim hurried to the cave the next morning. He confidently stood before the rock and commanded, "Open, sesame!" The door obeyed, and he stepped inside, marveling at the endless treasure. He eagerly began filling bags with gold, but when he tried to leave, his mind went blank. In his greed, he had forgotten the magic words. Panic set in. He tried every phrase he could think of. "Open, barley! Open, wheat!" But nothing worked. Suddenly, he heard voices outside. The thieves had returned. Qasim's fate was sealed. Meanwhile, when Qasim failed to come home, his wife, trembling with fear, pleaded with Ali Baba to find him. Ali Baba set out for the cave, and when he entered, he discovered his brother. With a heavy heart, he knew he had to act quickly. Meanwhile, the thieves soon realized that someone else knew their secret. Determined to find the intruder, their leader disguised himself as a merchant and arrived at Ali Baba's home, bringing with him large barrels, claiming they were filled with oil, but hidden inside were the thieves, ready to attack once night fell. However, Ali Baba's clever servant, Morgiana, grew suspicious when she overheard whispers coming from the barrels. Sensing danger, she quickly heated a large pot of boiling oil and poured it into each barrel, defeating the thieves one by one. That night, when the leader awoke and discovered his men were gone, he fled in terror. But he was not ready to give up. Weeks later, disguised once more, he returned, planning to finish what he had started. However, Morgiana recognized him immediately. During a grand feast at Ali Baba's house, she performed a mesmerizing dance before the disguised leader. As she twirled and moved closer, she suddenly drew a dagger and, in one swift motion, put an end to the villain's wicked plans forever. Ali Baba, realizing Morgiana's bravery and loyalty, rewarded her greatly. With the thieves gone, he carefully transported the remaining treasure from the cave to his home. He used his newfound wealth wisely, helping those in need, and lived happily ever after. Moral of the story: greed leads to destruction, but wisdom and kindness bring true fortune.